Who in here, I'm the type of person, you can recite a script, you can practice a speech, but once you get out here, it's just out the window, right? You're just like, okay, I can't recite that again. I want to go into belief, guys, and I don't mean belief in regards to the creator or anything like that. I mean belief in yourself. I doubted myself for far too long in this business, thinking from the background I came from a lot of individuals in here that know that. I don't have enough time to talk about that, but it was a struggle for me trying to get a business going here, just like anybody. Everyone else has got their own struggles, right? I had my struggles. It wasn't up until about 6-7 months ago where I really, a light switch went off in my head. And for people in our office know that too, because I mean, it was a big change in me. As a person, as a leader, as a mentor, as a parent, as everything. But something this past week happened to me that I hold really, really close to me. My mom shot me a text and sent me a picture. She's like, hey, do you know what this is? Does anybody in here know what a reverse mortgage is? Hands up. My grandma is 70 years old, paid off mortgage. The bank wouldn't give her a line of credit because she's 70. My grandfather is in a home right now. So they sent her to a company that does reverse mortgages. Okay, when my mom sent me this, I was like, I think that's just one of those lending companies that you know, I don't know a whole lot about them. Let me just come by and let me check this thing out. So I came by, I went over the paperwork, and I was like, this isn't good. And my grandma's sitting there, and she's like, what do you mean this isn't good? I was like, you know, I can't give you all the details right now because I don't know everything about these things, but I know this isn't good, Grandma. And she's like, okay. I was like, do you mind if I take this back to the office with me? I'm going to sit with Jeff, my mentor, and go over this. We went over this, and my grandma's house is completely paid off. They just spent the past 37 years paying off their house. Within a 10-year span, with the interest incurred on this reverse mortgage, that would have put them about $100,000 in debt. 10 years. Paid off mortgage. They spent 37 years paying this off. This is all they have to leave for my family. They don't have much money. They don't have a whole lot of anything. Within the next 20 years, that house would have been that company's. They wouldn't have been able to leave anything to our family. My grandma, the expression on her face was that image will never leave my head. When we sat there on the phone and explained this to my mom, my grandma, my uncle, and my auntie, after she signed the papers already, thankfully there's a way out that we figured out. My family, it was a huge eye-opener. I didn't get paid for any of that, but that was the biggest accomplishment I've done since I've been part of this company. I saved my grandparents. I saved the legacy that they want to give to their children because they don't have anything else. I saved the last 37 years of them paying into something that they thought they were going to leave for their family. Now, if I would have quit this company because of all the struggles I've been going through, I'm sure a lot of you guys are going through the same struggles, maybe different struggles in different areas. My family would have been put in a position where they would have been left with nothing. And my grandfather is an extremely proud person, extremely proud. And they wouldn't have been able to leave their children or their grandchildren with anything. But it's because of this company, because of that man right there, that I was able to help my family. And I actually had my 70-year-old grandma out here yesterday. And my mom said on the way home, she was almost in tears because of this. Sorry. But when that hits like that, it does something to you. My grandma went and she called all my aunties and uncles and told them they need to sit down with me. It wasn't enough for me to just call them and do that. Something had to happen. And luckily, we were able to save them 37 years of an investment they put in that they wanted to leave to their children and their grandchildren. And I'm so thankful for this company, you guys. You have no idea. So if you're going through a rough patch, if you quit and you came back, if you're thinking about quitting right now, stick it through. Because my life has changed. I've changed my family's life, and it's honestly only going to get better. So I want to thank you guys. I appreciate your time, and I appreciate you listening. Thanks.